Well, it's coming up to 3 o'clock on this Saturday the 10th. It's another warm day. No work going on today. Not even me. I also took Saturday off, so I haven't done any coaching work. My English business coaching since, when did I last do it? Monday. Yeah. Tuesday was a normal day off anyway. And it was then, and Wednesday I happened to have a day off as well. So, I'd arranged to have Wednesday instead of Thursday. And then that's why I picked up the virus Wednesday, and it was Wednesday night, Thursday night. I was bloody awful, really. And it's been today. I'm taking the antibiotic that's the pharmacist has prescribed to me. And but today I've been getting stronger and stronger. By the minute, first meal I had for lunch today, I haven't eaten anything really between Wednesday morning and lunchtime today. That was it. I've been watching some old movies this morning. Yeah, because I thought I didn't want to work, when I'm still not 100% till I get my full energy level back, and I wanted to make sure I could do the run, do the mile, as it were, before I just climb in and start picking up again. So I'm picking up from tomorrow with quite a busy Sunday, because all the people that I've put off are all clammed into free time I've got for Sunday and Monday now. So it's going to be a hectic, busy day tomorrow. So I thought, well, let me just chill and relax and get ready for that. What else has happened today? Well, Tata's been to the doctor, and there's been all the usual drama there. Which is the same with everybody. Every family's got those. On the 12th, on Monday, although I'm working all day Monday, so it's not going to be, we're having no celebration. I've told Richie that, and I don't want a celebration for my birthday. It's my 70th. I mean, sort of a year ago, I thought, I wanted to have it, but we're in the middle of so much in the terms of planning that I didn't want to disrupt and make things worse. Plus I'm working, it's a work day, and if I was in the full-time working environment, I wouldn't be having days off for my birthday. It would be a quick happy birthday, hello, goodbye type of thing with everybody, and that'll be it, and that's what I'll have. I'll acknowledge it, and that's it. So the big 7-0, I'm celebrating as I get on with a normal day's work, actually. Yeah, of course it would be nice to have everybody from England, or be over in England even, having it over there with my sons in England as well, and Roxanne and Lexus, of course, and Sarah and Joe, Dick and Adam, my brother-in-laws. But it's not to be at the moment, it's just not to be. There was a time when I could just think nothing of it and say, okay, let's all get on a plane and fly over to England. That doesn't apply anymore. And we've got other things going on at the moment. We've been looking at the budget carefully as we do this, because we're not borrowing anything, we're just doing it as I said. But what we have picked up is some additional family medical things here that we're having to plan. It's not just us, myself and Richie, but obviously we're all involved in it together here. So that takes up some planning, because no one's planned anything here. There's no, last month Tata was in hospital, and that was over 20,000. And we never know. When he went into the doctors today. We weren't sure if he's going to be in hospital again. And we aren't sure. We're never sure. So we have to plan that. Which means we've got to do what we're doing with this build and plan for these things happening as well. Of course, me being sick, Mikey being sick also. But getting on to that point about sickness, it's very easy to just run to the doctor for everything. And without common sense, without knowing your body. Tatai was making the point the other day, because he couldn't go to the loo. He couldn't, go to the loo at all. And he was building up over a week and more. And he wanted to get medicine from the doctor, to get him the. And I said to Richie, well, prunes is a great thing. We've got prunes and we've got porridge oats. And Richie agreed. It's a natural way of doing it. It's the best way of relieving it first. If you haven't got natural methods of working for you and you pile yourself full of medicine, drugs to make it happen, then it can be... Anyway, he was screaming and shouting at Richie and insisted. And so in the end he had the drugs, and catastrophe, of course. That was last week. And that was anyway, this week, it's been something else. And look, we want to be here to support and help him emotionally. But he doesn't think, he just, like he said to Richie just now, when he was going to the doctor, he had about 4,000 or 5,000, and he said, can you just give me another 4,000 or 5,000? He doesn't think money just comes out of anywhere. And Richie said, no, you've got enough. That's what we're having to deal with at the moment. And I understand it. I understand it's difficult. But from my point of view, and that's why I make the point, I'm not going to celebrate my birthday as a result of I don't want to. I want to get this little house finished and completed, and then next stage, next issue we have to deal with. But we carry on. Some real joker twat said he didn't think I looked 70, I looked 80 on video, which I just laughed at, really. I mean, I felt 90, 100 a few days ago, I want to tell you. I said I wouldn't wish that on anybody, my worst enemy, actually. But when you come here, what is important is use common sense for your health, and don't get into a process with doctors where you're given every test in the book for them to find out if they're going to go on a research mission to try and find out what's wrong. Then I would suggest don't do it here. Use local knowledge, okay, and common sense in most cases. That's what I recommend. The old-fashioned way, as my grandmother would always say. And live or die by it, I say. That's the best way. It's a nice, pleasant subject to talk about today, isn't it? With the rooster in the background. That's not George, by the way. Do I feel old? So not really. Certainly not being 70, because I see a lot of sprightly 70-year-olds around, and I feel fine. I feel good. So no, I didn't feel old at 70. Not the age, not the number, anyway, not 70. I must admit, the one thing that did make me feel a little bit old is when the new Pope Leo, when I heard he was only 69. In fact, which I'm 69, of course, at the moment still, but he's 4 months younger than me. And I thought, my gosh, I'm older than the Pope, because I've never been older than any Pope in my whole lifetime. They've always been old geezers, you know. So this is the first Pope where I'm older than the Pope. And I thought to myself, yeah. But then again, there's a lot of friends of mine now who'll be in exactly the same boat as I am, probably. They're probably finding that this Pope is the first Pope that they're younger than as well. So, hey, I'm sure. Sean, yes? Many, I'm sure. Dan, yes? Many, when I think about it. So, yeah, it doesn't worry me at all. Life is about the fantastic journey we create and have. Let me go and show you this bamboo quickly. We decided to go with this way on the front and the back, because I think it looks a bit better actually now thinking about it. It looks more with what bamboo we think of as well. So this is put in solid, and then it's once we've got it all in, it'll get varnished, treated and varnished. On the inside, so this is how it looks on the inside. And Richie quite likes that. She's saying, you know, we put some bamboo strips across here, and you could actually have it as the finish on your... This is my study, this actual room is. So this is... yeah, we might do that. I mean, the whole idea was actually we're going to have an inner wall of probably bamboo as well, maybe the other feature, or maybe the same solid bamboo on this side as well. And obviously put some insulation in there. Bamboo is a great building material, but it does require a skill. You've got to know what you're doing. Splitting bamboo and the way you put it together, it's, you know, so constructing a house using bamboo as a material, you could have somebody who knows and can work bamboo extremely well to make it work.